Today we're going to be talking about a video that in my opinion guarantees success. No matter who you are, no matter where you work, no matter what business you run. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Aakanksha Monga. I usually give you travel tips and stories, but today we're doing things a little differently. I'm back at home in Pune, a city in Maharashtra. This is my home behind me, and I wanted to show you what it takes to run a successful business that allows me to travel the world. I have a team of 5 people who work very hard with me. I run my business that helps me fund my travels, and I also plan my own trips. So that's a lot of work, and that doesn't come overnight without any systems in place. So a few weeks back, I found one of the most useful videos on the internet by Iman Gadhzi, who is one of the youngest millionaires in the world. Now, while I don't believe, please let me get this clear, I do not believe in any of his views on women. They are very, very problematic on relationships as well, men, women, everything. And I don't think that part of him resonates with me at all. But that's the beauty of the internet. You can use and find value in videos that are good. And this was one of his videos where he talks about monk mode. A period of time from 21 to 60 days where he completely zones in, follows a couple of habits to achieve certain goals. I took what he calls monk mode and customized it to create my own successful monk mode. Now I see it a bit differently. I chose 21 days of a month where I was going to commit to 5 promises that I make to myself. You know when you make a promise to your best friend and when you break that promise, you feel extremely guilty? Now think about the number of promises you make to yourself every single day at the start of the year, at the start of the month, at the start of the week. And how many of them do you break and how guilty do you feel? I'm guessing not too guilty because that's how I felt. But I decided that I need to value myself more than that. So last month, even though I was traveling to the Philippines, to Hong Kong, to Bangalore, I decided that I'm going to make 5 promises to myself. 4 of them being non-negotiable. Number 1, not using my phone for 1 hour after I wake up. Reading at least 15 pages every single day. No alcohol consumption, not even a sip, not even if I'm with my friends, not even a glass just for social drinking. Nope, no alcohol. Number 4, going for a run or walking at least 12 kilometers every single day. Now the 12 kilometers comes in because I was traveling and I love walking, so I would just decide to walk instead of using any mode of transportation to get those kilometers in. And number 5, the hardest one, and I still can't believe I did it for 21 days, was meditating for at least 8 to 10 minutes every day. As my 21 days were approaching, I decided to extend it for 25 days. And honestly, once the 25 days were over, the results were shocking because I've tried to take up these small promises, make these resolutions at the start of the year, every single year since the last 23 years of my life, but I could never stay consistent. And I honestly think that's because we make huge promises to ourselves. We make them for long periods of times and we don't make it fun. We don't make it like a challenge. And monk mode for me was like a challenge. But how I felt after those 25 days was that all the habits stuck through. I still don't feel like looking at my phone after 1 hour. I feel super weird if I don't exercise every day. There have been days where I haven't, but it just feels really abnormal. Meditation is something I still struggle with, not gonna lie, and alcohol was one of the biggest differences. I genuinely realized that alcohol does absolutely nothing for me. Even if I have a glass sometimes for social drinking, it ruins your sleep, ruins your focus. So now, unless I know that I'm going out with my friends, going out to party, I realize that I'm going to be drinking a lot more mindfully. I shared my journey of the first monk mode that I took up on my Instagram page, and all of you guys loved it. Some of you created your own challenges and followed along. So I thought, why not take you along monk mode 2.0 with me? So let's get started. Tomorrow I'm going to be starting a 21-day challenge until I go on a vacation with my brother to Thailand, which is going to be like my little reward. And then I'm going to take up monk mode 3.0, which is going to be for at least 35 to 40 days. But for now, let's focus on monk mode 2.0. Let's make those promises to ourselves and let's all champion through this together. No ifs and buts. This is the pinky promise or the mother promise that we used to make to our best friends as kids. We need to keep these to ourselves now. Number 1, wake up at 7:30 every single day. I have really been struggling with this ever since I've come back home. When I'm not traveling, my sleep schedule is so messed up and I just want to prove to myself that I can do this. Number 2, exercising and moving my body for at least 50 minutes every single day. So last time I took up a challenge of running every day because I was traveling and it's very easy for me to run no matter where I am. But this time, since I'm at home, I'm also putting in some swimming, some running. So I'm going to be moving my body every day, no matter what, for 50 minutes. Even if it's going for just a brisk walk, I'm going to be doing it. Promise number 3, write something every single day. So a lot of the things that I'm building as a part of my business in the coming months involve a lot of writing, a lot of creative writing that I need to put a lot of thought into. So I'm going to be taking 1 hour every single day to sit down and just write with no pressure. So it's going to be writing about anything, a podcast, a book, my feelings, a travel memory, anything it may be. And I was reading this a couple of days back that the hardest part for a writer is not to write, but to get themselves to sit down to write. And that is the struggle I plan on overcoming with this promise. Promise number 4, no phone 1 hour before and 1 hour after I wake up. But I always use my phone before I sleep. In fact, half the time it's a very unhealthy habit. I'm scrolling or I'm looking through my messages or I'm talking to someone, and that's how I fall asleep. And it's terrible for the quality of your sleep. It's terrible for your screen time. It's just overall, no, not good for you. So I'm going to try not to use my phone 1 hour before and after I sleep. And this is going to be a non-negotiable no matter what. Lastly, another focus of the month is community building for me. And I don't mean you guys as a community, but my own personal community. I've realized while I travel, I really tend to disconnect. I don't really talk as much with my family. I don't talk to my friends because I'm so immersed in meeting new people and creating all of these new memories and experiences. So this time I've decided that every alternate day I'm going to be talking to one of my friends or family members, reconnecting and making that effort. I don't know if a lot of you guys relate to this, but for someone who's maybe a digital nomad or who travels a lot, you get it. These things require a lot of effort. And I've decided as a part of Monk Mode, I'm going to be doing this. So there you go. Those are my promises for the month. There's one more promise that I'm going to try doing, which is meditating every single day for 10 minutes. I'm actually involving my best friend to do this with me because meditating is just so hard. There's no way I can do this alone. But the promises that I want you guys to take out of the ones that I have and make them non-negotiable for you is moving your body every single day, not using your phone 1 hour before and after you sleep. And now I'm waiting for you guys to put in your promises in the comments, because this is how I hold myself accountable to all of you, and you need to do the same. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm going to be posting my daily updates and showing you how it's going, whether I'm able to complete all my promises or not. I'm only human, so I might fail this time, and I truly believe that that is the only way to grow in life. Social media can be a bad place, but a good place if we help each other out and seek value for our time here. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, drop in your promises below, and I'll see you in another video next week.